Aloha everyone. Today is Friday the 11th. Heading back to USC today for my first checkup after the operation. It's been about 2 weeks and a couple of days since the operation happened. So we're going back to see the surgeon again, probably get some blood work done, make sure all the progress is going good. So far the recovery is on point, it's on schedule. Feeling pretty good, still can't do a lot, but feeling pretty good. So anyways, we're gonna go down to USC and see what they have to say. Well, it looks like we're turning around and going home for the day. It's about 6:50 in the morning. We're just about to Magic Mountain. Some friends gave us a heads up about fire around the Magic Mountain area. Roads getting closed down, traffic super bad. So we called USC. They said they've been having cancellations all morning. The trouble is, even if you get past it and you get to the appointment, the roads might be closed coming back, so we might get stuck. So we're gonna turn around and go home, see if we can start the day over at home, and then get the schedule, get the appointment rescheduled.
Adventure is out there.
Adventure is out there. Go find it. Adventure is out there. Go find it. Well, here we go. 7:45, October 18th. We're trying to make it to USC today. The follow-up appointment last week didn't work out because of the fires, but making it up today. So let's get it. Round 2. Here we go. All right. Well, we made it back from our visit today. This is my first post-op visit. Last week didn't work out so well with the fires. So we made it today, finally. Really nice visit. Actually, I'll get to that in a second. It's been a little over 3 weeks now since the operation. So just wanted to catch you guys up. You saw in the last video a couple of clips of me in the hospital, the ICU. Doctors taking care of me, getting around walking and whatnot. The stay in the hospital was really good. Only a couple of times that I kind of dealt with a lot of pain, but they had a pain management crew that once they got it together, everything was good. So it was a good stay in the visit in the hospital for me. For Eddie, it was a little bit longer. Of course, his operation was a little bit more extensive than mine, his part of it, but it was good. You know, it's interesting, this whole thing kind of started a couple of years ago with Eddie having a hernia, and he went in to get that thing looked at, and that's when they ran some blood tests and saw that something really bad was going on in his body. And so after a few visits to the ER here in Bakersfield and finally getting to USC, they finally diagnosed it as a liver disease, and then the whole process of getting here. But they weren't able to fix his hernia during the liver transplant because it would have kept him under anesthesia for too long. So 5 days post-op for Eddie, his intestine actually started coming through the hernia, and it was really painful for him, and they couldn't get it pushed back in, so they did an emergency surgery for him. I think a little bit under an hour was the surgery then, but then they got the hernia fixed. So hey, he's like a new man. New liver, no hernia, it's good to go. But they sent him home probably, I think it was closer to maybe 10 days or 2 weeks he was there, and then they sent him home. Sent him home with quite a few medications, probably about 15 I think, with the goal that at the end of all this he'll be on only 2, which will be his anti-rejection meds, and then he'll be pretty much back to normal. Yeah, so that's a little bit of how it's been. Being home's been good. Ronnie's been taking super good care of me. Just my exercise is kind of walking around the block. When people come and visit, that's kind of our thing, is we'll go take a walk around the neighborhood and get out a little bit. Ron will take me for a drive. I can't drive because of the medication I'm on. So she's my chauffeur, taking care of me, driving me around. Went and saw Jake at the coast, Jake and Devin and Scout. That was nice. Walked around a lot when we were there. Went to watch Jake and some of the guys play some flag football, and I didn't play, of course. I just watched, but did quite a bit of walking. Man, the next day I was tired. So the fatigue is real. Definitely, I feel it. If I get out and do anything, I am wiped out the next day. So that's kind of one of the biggest things for me. You know, every day I feel a little bit better. Your mind is telling you one thing. Your mind's telling you you're good. Your recovery's going good. Back on your feet in no time. And then I sneezed last week, and that really it hurt a lot. All the pressure inside. So that definitely was a very kind reminder that I am missing my gallbladder and most of my liver now. So yeah, but besides that, the recovery's going good. Yeah, I forgot to mention that they took both of our gallbladders out during the surgery too, so missing that. So when people ask me how I'm feeling, I tell them I'm just a little empty inside, you know. Anyway, they ended up taking 65% of my liver. I thought it was going to be a clean 50-50 split, but they said they can actually take up to 80% of the healthy liver if needed. So they took 65% of mine, which was pretty cool. And since the remaining liver that I have is mine, it's naturally part of me, that it'll regenerate and heal quicker. So mine and Eddie's livers should both reach about back to 100% in size about the same time, because mine will regen quicker. So yeah, it's been good. Here's a picture of my scar, my incision, backwards L, I say, for liver. Eddie's looks a lot cooler though. Here's a picture of his. Forgot to get the picture before he got his staples out. He had 68 staples, but now he's just got the little tape holding them together. But back to today. Today was, like I said, my first post-op visit. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I thought maybe an ultrasound or an MRI to see the progress of the regeneration, but nothing like that. Got more blood drawn, labs done, but today was only 4 vials, so that was nice. And then I met with the social worker again, Angie. She was super nice. We kind of just laughed, we just talked. She's asking about pain and all that. They took, you know, of course, my vitals, my blood pressure, heart rate, all that good stuff that they do every time, my weight. But then they all came in, the whole team came in. The doctor, like the head pharmacist, the social worker came back in, the liver coordinator and her little crew. Actually, a couple of the surgeons came in. So it was really nice to see them all. And then they presented me with all this stuff that you saw in my post on Instagram. And I'll put a picture up right now. But they gave me a medal. They gave me a framed certificate in recognition of my donation to Eddie. They gave me a shirt that says I'm a hero. They gave me a backpack and a bottle inside. Man, USC is just top notch. They took such good care of us, and they still are. And they all came in and gave me that stuff. It almost made me cry, honestly. And it was just one of those little exam rooms. So there was probably 10 of us huddled in there, and they were all thanking me for what I did. But like I said, I like to keep it going. So if there's something you want to see or suggestions you guys have, let me know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's about it for me. It's been a long journey, this whole thing, but glad we're to this point. So hopefully my next update is more good news, especially on Eddie's end. And hey, we'll see where we go from here. Thanks again for tuning in and checking it out, and for all your support and all your nice comments and checking in on us. And yeah, we'll see you around. We'll figure out what we're going to do next, and we'll do it. We'll have some fun with it. All right, signing off. See you guys.